When was the last time that you woke up in the morning and you felt grateful and happy about your life? When was the last time that you woke up in the morning and you thought to yourself, you know what, life is really good? When was the last time that you felt complete before you went to bed? You know what? There's been a lot of times in my life that I have not felt that way, that I've not felt happy about myself, that I've had to search for answers to find happiness within inside. And you know what? That's a constant battle for a lot of people, is finding happiness, finding gratitude in yourself, believing in your heart who you are and what you have to offer to other people. It isn't about recovery. It isn't about what type of job you have. It isn't about, where you came from or what you're going to do next. It's about what you believe inside of yourself. That is the next step of life. Finding happiness within, knowing that you can complete anything that you want to put your mind to it. You can do that. You don't have to be scared. You don't have to wake up feeling like you're not pretty enough, good looking enough, attractive enough, skinny enough, tall enough, short enough, whatever. And you know what? You can think everything you want to think. You can read everything you want to read outside of this little tiny phone that you guys are reading off of right now. And you know what you could think to yourself is, I might not have everything that person has. And you know what? I felt that way many a times. But we fight for what we want. We believe in what we have, and we understand where we're going in life. We believe in ourselves. We've got to believe in ourselves. There's nothing left out there for us anymore. You've got to understand that if you have a problem, you got to stand up and fight for it. You got to stand up and fight if you have children, to support those children and do the best thing for whatever situation is going on. If you're a single parent, you've got to fight for your singleness into your life, and depending on your situation, you've got to fight for your own personality, on believing in everything you're doing right, as being a parent, as working a job and taking care of your children or child. You know what? That is a very hard job. But believing in yourself, it all starts from the very ground up. The very, very bottom brick. The very, very bottom is where it starts at. And that believing in yourself, for me, it started years ago. Gratitude list, making lists of things that help me, that make sure that I'm staying on track, that I'm going in the right direction. Yeah, I'm saying all this ice cold because I didn't practice any of this. This is just the way I feel today. The way I feel today is that I need to wake up and I need to stay woke about being blessed about my life and not feeling in a funk for any reason, because you know what? If you ever get into a funk, you need to get out of that funk. You need to realize that, you know what? There's only so many opportunities in life to succeed. And what do you consider succeeding? Do you find yourself succeeding waking up 10, 11 o'clock on the next day and feeling like shit? Do you find yourself succeeding? I don't know. For me, succeeding for me is completing my job, is doing the goals at hand, keeping myself, my side of the street clean, doing what I have to do, and believing in myself, believing in Eddie, believing in this person right here. I'm not perfect by any means. I'm definitely not perfect. But you know what I am perfect about? Is doing things to believe in myself, to understand my own personal space, my own personal independence, and understanding that I'm not taking any shit from anybody, and that I'll do this on my own if I have to. You have to stand up for yourself no matter what it is. If it's the gym, if it's working out, if it's riding a bike, if it's running and down the street, if it's walking, if it's whatever. You do what you have to do to believe in yourself. You got to have confidence up here. You got nothing in here. You got nothing in there. You got to believe in yourself. You got to understand how to fight. You got to know how to fight to stay alive. And if you can't understand how to fight to stay alive, then you might as well go ahead and just die. Because you know what? This is a world of living. We live in this world, and if you want to be on that part of that group, you let me know, because you know what? I'm believing in myself because I want to live. I want to live to see the days of all the great things all my friends and family accomplish. I want to see the days that all my life that I've worked hard for. I want to get to those days, and I want to keep seeing the things that I've accomplished. But if you don't believe in yourself, you know what? There are ways to get help for that. So you don't have to lay down and die. You don't have to go 6 feet under. You can stand up and you can stand tall. You can understand that, you know what? There is ways to feel better about myself, and there are ways to get better about things, and to be educated and to stay woke about life. You can do this. You don't have to sit there and wonder what's next. How am I going to pay these bills? How am I going to live this life? How am I going to ever date again? How am I ever going to feed my children properly or give my children the way that I want to give them? How am I ever going to go back to school? How am I ever going to find another job? These questions come up all the time. How am I ever going to stay sober? How am I going to stop drinking? How am I going to stop using? How am I going to stop smoking? What am I going to do? I can't pay this. I can't pay that. Things happen. Shit happens. We all go through it. We're all living life. But we can get through this together. And you know how we can get through this together? We can start by believing inside. Believing in our side, inside here, inside right here, that we can do this shit together. We can do this. Man, too many people just don't want to believe. Too many people don't want to understand what opportunities you have and what opportunities are coming your way. You've got to start with ground one, and that's tomorrow. You wake up, you get up. If you have a bed, you make your bed. You get up, you take a shower. If you're a male, you do what you have to do. You shave, you know, whatever. Woman, you put makeup on, you put clothes on, you got to go to work too. You do whatever you have to do. You take control of you. Whatever it is, you put that cape on and you go. You fly out. You take control of this world, and then things start coming together. And if you're in recovery, you get to a meeting. Meeting makers make it. You don't stand out there and say, I'm sober, and act stupid and do stupid things and make other people think that you're sober and make other people think that you're alive when you're not really alive, because you're living one straight direction down. And that is a one-way ticket down 6 feet to 7 feet under. And you know what? I don't want to live that way. I live my life in a world of long-standing recovery. I live a program. I live a life of beliefs. I live a life of challenge. And I live a life of believing in myself and understanding what's next in my life. We have to fight. We have to fight to stay alive in this world. We got to fight to stay alive in this city. There's bullets flying everywhere around here. But you know what, though? I wake up every day on the same level. I wake up every day on the same perspective, that I can only take care of Eddie, that I can only take care of this side of the street, that I can only take care of what is bothering me. I can only work it out. And if I can't, I know people that I can talk to ask for help. I know things that I can do to ask for help. I know places I can go to ask for help. And I know a group of people, I know a large group of people and a big network that I can ask for help. You've got to stay woke, and you got to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in nothing, you ain't got shit. I'm sorry. Good night.